I ain't going 50-50 with no man. But a man got to understand, as long as you got me going 50-50 and I'm a mother, please do not expect 100% woman or 100% submission from me. I don't have time. When I get off work, I have to pour into my children. So therefore, no, we might not eat a home cooked meal every day. This house might not be cleaned every day. No, I might not be able to keep up with the grocery shopping, the organizing, the household product shopping. We may run out of toilet tissue because I had to work a 12-hour shift yesterday and I forgot to stop and get something. But I got your half of the rent money though. Nah, baby, I can't suck no dick tonight. I'm tired. Work kicked my ass. Then I had to make sure that I got the kids situated, got them for bed, got them ready for school the next day. Now it's time for me to go to bed because I got to get up in the morning to go work again because you need half of the bill money. Please do not expect me to be 100% woman if you got me being 50% man, Sugarfoot. I ain't got no problem with it, but you might. You want to go 50-50? Be prepared to go 50-50 on everything. I don't feel like doing the dishes. You got to do them today. I'll do them tomorrow, Sugar. You gave me the option to say no.
Oh man. Listen, y'all. I know I'm already knowing. I'm just gonna ask Dapper Hall the questions, y'all, and this is gonna be interesting, man. Y'all go get your wine glass, go get your snacks, get comfortable, man. It's gonna be interesting. Dapper Hall, what are your initial thoughts on the audio? What are your initial thoughts on what you just heard?
Well, most of her comments are logical. It's logical. If y'all are in an economical situation where y'all do have to split the bills, you can't possibly expect that woman to do everything in the household. She's not a slave. She's not a robot. So her comment does make sense, but it has a few red flags embedded in her. So her comment does make sense, but it has a few red flags embedded in her comment that has to be highlighted. First off, women start like to talk about being submissive and being half woman and half man. A woman's femininity and her being a woman should never be predicated on what a man does or the situation she's in. She should always conduct herself as a woman, just like as a man, you should always be able to conduct yourself as a man, no matter the situation you find yourself in. Another thing is she kept on going on about children. I have children in this. Who children are those children she's talking about? So is she expecting a man to come along and to take on the full responsibility of her and these children that are not his children? Come on. And if that's the case, they shouldn't be going 50-50. She should actually incur more of the cost because those damn children got to be compensated for. So it is what it is. But I'm going to turn it back over to you. And one other thing I wanted to point out just from the picture, this woman doesn't have the face to even validate her even talking about a man taking care of her like that. She's not a trophy. A lot of women got to realize you don't meet the physical qualifications to be taken care of by a high value man. That's just is what it is. And a lot of them don't want to face up to that. A lot of them got truck driver faces. A lot of them got Amazon warehouse faces. A lot of them got truck driver faces, and they gonna go to work and have to work an 8-hour shift. That's it. That is what it is. It's some real attractive women. They can get by on their looks. They not gonna have to work as hard. Some women gonna have to work hard because they got faces like junkyard dogs. It is what it is. But I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Noble. I don't want to be long winded.
All right. Okay, um, so Dapper Storm. Um, okay, I'm gonna ask you this personally, and you will speak for yourself on this question, and then even though you're a man, because we don't have any women up here right now, I'm gonna ask you what you think would be ideal for most women and what you think most women would actually be satisfied with. So, the question is, what will the ideal financial situation be for you in a relationship? And what do you think would be satisfying to most women?
The problem is the word ideal. There is no ideal that would cover everyone. And see, that's what people don't understand. Everybody gets on this internet and they get on these platforms, and everybody makes $100,000, and everybody rich, and everybody vacations on the south of France, Sandro Pay, and everybody kids go to private school, and everybody's a 10, and they're living in a fantasy world. It's no ideal situation. You might be in a situation this year where your wife makes $100,000 and you make 60, and she may have to incur more of the cost. The next year you may make 200,000, she might make 10,000, and then you incur most of the cost. People got to get out of this mindset where everything is imaginary and everything's supposed to be this ideal for everyone. Everyone's situation is different, especially in the economic climate we're living in right now.
You're 100% right about that. But if men and women did have their way, if they were able to have their way. Oh, so okay, so for you personally, what if you're a widow woman, I know you're married, and because like you said, I mean, in reality, there is no ideal situation. No one knows tomorrow, no one knows the future, like you said. This year, she might not have to contribute a dime. Next year, she might be the breadwinner. She might carry most of the load, like you said. People lose their jobs. People get sick. Life happens. Like, you're 100% right about that. But for you personally, what is your ideal situation going to be? And again, there's a lot of women nowadays on the internet saying that they're not interested in going 50-50 with a man. So what do you think the, financial situation would be that most women would actually be satisfied with?
I think most women would actually prefer a man to incur most of the cost. But just like I said, a lot of women can't validate them requiring a man to incur all the costs. They don't have the physical aesthetics for it. They don't have the a lot of these, and let me tell you something, a lot of these women that try to predicate their behavior on how much money a man makes or how much he provides, they just bullshitting you. Because if they even get in a situation where a man does meet all these specifications, they're going to be who they are no matter what. If she doesn't cook and clean, and she doesn't provide the home economics, or she's not a domestic person, she's not going to be a domestic person no matter what kind of man she's with. It's some women that naturally are nurturing. They think of taking care of their man as part of their responsibility, and it's part of their love language to nurture and to take care of their man and their family. A lot of women aren't like that. They weren't raised in that environment. They weren't raised up to value that in their lifestyle. So you got a lot of women that try to make that a prerequisite to be with a man, or they want to predicate their behavior on a man providing or this and that. And those women aren't going to change no matter what happens. They're not going to be domesticated. They're not going to be nurturing because it's not in their nature. They haven't been raised up to do so.
That's a fact. So forget 50-50. Do you think women are interested in contributing financially at all to a relationship these days?
I don't, and most of them I don't. But I think a lot of them are being disingenuous also, because a lot of these women that are online saying they have no interest in contributing to relationships have never been in relationships where they haven't had to contribute, because like I said before, a lot of them aren't attractive enough to require that from a man. So you get a lot of people on the internet, oh, I'd rather be myself. That's because they've come to the realization that no, it's not going to be the white picket fence, the 2 kids, and the 1 dog. It's going to be them by themselves, because what they're trying to require from another individual is not going to happen. It's not logical, and it's not feasible. Straight up, it just is what it is.